Okay, I came across some series of videos, although for now I can only authenticate the validation of those videos, but I can't really put a time frame to when this eventuality is unfolded. And maybe some of you might have come across these videos, but I just want us to watch these videos, then begin this episode with that.
I want to greet the whole Nigeria, the whole East and West, the whole Edo State. Look at what cow did in my farm. Look at it. Cow just enter my farm, just destroy all my pineapple farm. I want to tell the governor, I don't know what to do because of cow. We know want to carry farm again. Look at what cow just did in my farm. He just entered my farm last night.
I bought a woman, Marusa. Yeah. See what happened. Yeah.
Instead of be sleep, let it be hate, let it degrade, let it be deep. Some others should weep, some others should keep the memory of the way that I died.
Okay, but first of all, before we dive into what I just want to talk about today, subscribe, follow us on all our social media platform. And watching this video just bleed my heart, and coming to the realization that it shows the nature of man, how man can go into doing just things for the pleasure of doing it, not really meaning to the effect and the consequences. And sometimes the consequences are what we know, or we know how it's going to feel, or how the person is going to take it. But sometimes we indulge in such acts just because we want to feel good about ourselves, or want to satisfy a section or a part of ourselves, that you will just go to someone's farm. If you look at this farm, watch this video closely, discover that this farm are not mechanized farming. This is not mechanized farm, and everyone, or this farm produce, have taken a lot of sacrifice, time, hard work, pain, struggle just to get this fruit into shape. And someone will just enter the farm, and you will see that say this farm, this land, or this piece of land where you enter belongs to someone. You just go into it and cause destruction and just destroy the farmland, not just because of anything, just because you want that person to feel pain. I don't know why we keep on this act, and this happens to be the foundation of our insecurity. This happens to be the foundation and the problem of why we are where we are at this time. The problem of Nigeria, the height of tribalism, the height of extremists, the way you just want to make the other person feel, just because of the person not from your tribe, or the person not be from the same religion. You just want to cause pain or create pain to someone. Like I don't know how to fathom this process of this video, the pain that this person must have felt, that when they go to the farm the next day and they see that all their produce, all their hard work have been destroyed. Not be say human become pluck, can't eat them. Say okay, person let's say come pluck one to feed himself. Just destroying for the purpose of I want this person to feel pain. I remember some episode ago I did when the issue about the deaths that happened in UROMI, that saw the likes of some 16 persons so presumed you're traveling from River State to northern part of Nigeria, and they had a confrontation in UROMI that resulted to the mass execution of 16 persons. And from what everyone could gather, or the information out there shows that one of the reasons, or what they assumed, the vigilante group in that area, what they assumed was that they thought, or they suspected, I don't know how true it is or how true it was, that what they thought, they suspected, because of the issues in their land and what they've been going through as a result of the insecurities, the challenges they've been having, and how they've tried to find solutions by involving the security agency, but no work, nothing happened, and they decided to, okay, let's come up with the vigilante plan. And the plan was to find a way to reduce, or find a way to stand and fight for the right of the people, and people who go to farm, and how some group of individuals or herdsmen have gone to their farmland, destroyed their produce, and not just destroying their produce, some have been kidnapped, some have been killed, some have been raped, and that these events have happened on a continuous basis, and they had no choice than to take up arms, because the vigilante group is now from the community they come from, to take up arms to see what they could do to curbing the insecurity challenges that we're having in these communities. And we saw how it backfired. But when that case for that UROMI killing happened, I was really against it, because there's no justification to you taking lives. You don't have the right to take life. That it happened, I said everyone who partake in that incident, partake to what else happened, should bear their consequences. But at the same time, it is also right that the state government, also right that the federal government try everything possible to destroy the root cause of insecurity in Nigeria. Now, every year for Nigeria insecurity day, we dey hear stories, we dey see videos. This will not be say there are no evidence to show that things are happening. There are no evidence to show that the herdsmen are destroying crops, or the herdsmen are destroying lives. There are evidence, there are pictures, there are videos. What are the federal government, what are the state governments where these incidences are happening? What are they doing to cope these situations? Because this also happens to be one of the reasons why we have shortage of food, shortage of farm produce, why the reason we have high inflations, why the reason why we have low supply and high demands of food produce, the reasons why food are so expensive. These are the reasons. Because they go on farm, they won't really work. Nigerians are hardworking, they won't work, but see the problem when they encounter daily. That they go farm, they fear, not just fearing that their products will be destroyed, their farm, their labor will be destroyed. They're also afraid of their lives. What are the federal government doing? You see why I'm always particular about our leaders. Is if you look where they've all paid attention to is what they want to do for 2027. Nobody's paying attention to what are we going to do in elevating Nigerians from this state. No politician is paying attention to that. Everybody did the camp, everybody the fight. I want to structure himself. Where do I need to align myself to? Who do I need to align myself with? Which party do I need to focus on, so that I will know that from 2027 upwardly it will be progressiveness for me, that my 2027 upwardly politically and financially will be sure. See what they happen around the federation, that the things when affect the common man, when affect me and you, are not dealt with. The federal government and the state government and every other leaders, political head, are not paying attention to what affects both of us. What they are paying attention to is their self. And you know why it baffles me? The reason why it's so painful is not that we do not know that these are the things the politicians are interested in. We know that these things not there be their interest, but we will still sell our right by accepting the crumbs when they go give us. Before 20, they will accept the crumbs when they go give us, based on say we did the same political party. We go accept the crumbs when they go give us, based on say, oh, it's from my ethnic background. We go accept the crumbs when they go give us, based on say, oh, na Christian it be, or na Muslim na it be, because you say is I'm of the same religious affiliation or group with him, I need to vote for him. You are not looking how is this person competent enough? Does this individual merit the position is fighting for? And we try to judge him based on what he needs to offer, what he wants to offer, instead of using religion, ethnicity, and politics or political party to judge. When are we going to elude ourselves that these things, when they use, so when these instruments, when they take a measure, people won't become our leader, don't they fail us for decades? And if we don't start to do what is right, it will keep on to fail us. It will fail our generation, which it happens, which is obvious that our generation is already failed. It will also fail our children's generation, because the seed one will plant today, now our children will reap tomorrow. Our kids are definitely going to reap the consequences of all our actions, directly or indirectly. Because nothing seems working in Nigeria, and nobody is doing anything about it. Nobody, you know. Okay, I don't want to dwell that. I just want the state and the federal government to begin to see the problem that Nigerians are facing and start doing. And Nigeria should hold their leaders responsible. It is our duty and our responsibility to hold these individuals we've elected. Hold them, judge them. After you tell us, say these are the things you're going to do as soon as you occupy this position. What stops you? Why didn't you fulfill everything you made promises of? Why do you want, or why do you think we are going to give you our votes when you did not fulfill, you did not tick all these boxes? We can't give you our vote. That if we start doing what and propagating ourselves to the right path, say now us now go favor, last. But I'll just stop there today on that. Just believe that soon now we realize that everything about Nigeria concerns every Nigerian, and we start owning up to our responsibility and start doing and propagating or aligning ourselves to the right path. Nothing really gonna work in Nigeria. Nothing not get want to do and reach. Now complain just a complain. You not get what to go happen. Again, what I want to talk about is just a trending video which happens to come across a very unfortunate incident that has happened, and I believe also this should be a warning to the females on how you engage with whoever person you engage with in terms of relationship and the kind of things you decide to do, all because you want to satisfy your flesh or satisfy yourself. You should be mindful, because at the end of the day, all those videos when they go online, you go there forever. That's the one of the dangerous things about the internet. Is you just see the nonsense when you want just display, when you want it trend, now just for a while. Bro, you see, you just say that small thing when you just do that just for a while. You go see, the internet never forgets. That is the problem that we don't know. We never realize the conceptualization of what the social media is all about. If we know the height of the negativity and the disadvantageous art of engaging or fully being intoxicated into the social media stuff, see, you do a lot of withdrawal. There are things you're not going to want to make it the display, because you think, say, for now, youthful age, oh, you're youthful, you're young, you're beautiful, you can do this, you can do that, just because you want to gain followers and get some clicks. You will be surprised, say you go old. Because one thing I've observed about growth is as soon as you grow for life, there are characters when you just suddenly they do away with, that naturally you just stop doing it. Not just because of, say, now just something where you don't need to stop, you just need to stop doing. That if you don't stop doing those things at the age you did, at the time you did that age, it could come look like, say, you be child, or because this is old man, they behave like Peking. So this girl, they behave like Peking. Because there are things naturally you are supposed to have done with. They'll say, yes, okay, we understand when you are doing it in your 20s, but now you shouldn't be engaged in it. You think that all those arts when you do to the trend. See this Kenya pastor. Why I'm talking about this thing is, I want to take it in this twist, because one thing I've seen that always happens to be the outcome of such situations that happened to the Kenyan pastor daughter who was trending online because of a sexual video when possibly she gave an okay to it when they were doing the recording. But now she not know, say, at the time when she gave an okay when the recording was was being done based on the fact that she was so high in pleasure and so tied in emotion, and she not know say this thing when I give okay to feel rule my life or rule the life of my family. Now when the consequences of waiting she give okay will come, they replay back. Now it don't make them be somehow. What I want to talk about this issue briefly is because of the on the ground that there's every chance that this girl, because she's still young and not feel take the shame, because now not be only Kenya and the they trained worldwide. People will never get connection with the girl, don't they judge the girl already. That is the funny thing about the social media. People will not be related to. People will not even know anything about you. People will even they make a lot of mistakes past you. People won't be say the thing when they want curse you for, now the thing when they just finish to they do, go they judge you. That's the problem of the social media. This is why you have to be mindful of how you engage. You have to be very mindful of how you engage, because it will tie you back, it will break you later for future, because you'll get family, you'll get wife, you'll get husband. Your husband will like, man, even if your husband love you so much, when he come across those videos when you're doing your youthful age, he will use it until judge you. Even if he not talk about, he will use it until judge you. Wow, man, this girl was wild. And never knew she had this she did such act. He go use it until they judge you. If you even break your home later, you're not gonna know. All those things when I go they do online, you just say you want to get followers, stay trend. You they shake butts online, they shake breasts online, they do this online. It's gonna catch you up with you. Of course it's definitely gonna catch up with you. You're not gonna run away from it. To catch up. It will catch up with you fully. Now why I don't want this girl to take it to the point that she can go kill herself, because this one are the always outcome of this kind of trendy matter. Once it happen, like you just say after a week or 2 weeks, the girl don't go one side, go on. No, the parents will find a way to get access to the girl and make her understand that yes, you have to come out and accept your consequences. You have to come out and accept the mistakes you made, because the beauty about learning is acceptance. That is the beauty about learning. You have to open your heart for acceptance. You have to accept things and understand that mistakes are part of life. That you're not born to be perfect. You're not a perfect being. No, there's no perfection in humanity. There's no trace of perfection in our structuralization. So everybody is bound to make mistakes, but the beauty about making mistakes is you make mistakes and you learn from it, and you do everything possible not to repeat same mistakes, because when you give it a repetition, it becomes foolishness. So that is what you learn when you make mistakes. Make sure you understand, say what did they happen sooner. Now stories when don't happen before, like it don't happen for Bible time. If you read the Bible, in Samuel, there's an account of of Eli and his children, how the children misbehave. So maybe past Papa don't call the reason say my daughter, oh my glorious daughter, she did this to me. I do this and no. Now you need to get closer to the girl. And now you need to understand. Say the reason why this my daughter do what he do is also I'm also a contributing factor. Again, where I fail when make this girl lose guard, because the truth is, some of us when they misbehave for life, now the failure, now some of the failure of our parents, because our parents coordinate us for some kind things, we not make such mistakes when they make us they fail now. So the parents need to realize that first, man, I made a mistake. I think from what I can trace out now, that I have failed also in my responsibility, because you fail. For her to have gone this length or done what she has done is you probably have failed in one side when you really don't know. Because you know one thing I don't observe about all these pastors, all these men of God is in the act of pursuing, because now the pastoral secting now they like career. They want the climax, they want to move from one stage, you want to grow. You forget other things that matter most. And that other things now God go tell judge you most. Your family, the people around you, not the congregation when you display your hypocrisy. The people around you, how do you relate to them? How you take they deal with them daily? How they take they relate to you? How you be to them and how they be to you? Now that one be the most important thing. Not those people when they stand in front, they preach lie message to. when they don't really understand, say, get things when you do, when you know they reveal out. Now the people when they around you no matter past. So you failed as a man. And that Kenyan pastor should accept that him and his wife has failed, and they should try and make the girl to understand that it is normal for humans to make mistake, but the beauty is, and the maturity in it, and the what I call it, so the maturity in it and the beauty in it and the lesson in it is you will do everything possible not for such mistakes to repeat itself. Now propagate yourself towards light and start exhibiting the character you are supposed to exhibit. Let that character magnify in all areas of your life. Like in your small circle, make your characterization say it don't change. As they take the one from the big circle, made it done for the small circle, and also try to avoid people that want to take advantage of you. Because what I hear from this story, say it be like say the girl want marry and the ex had to do this, release this video just to affect or destroy the girl marriage. You see, I don't know how true it is, if that was the reason or the storyline behind it, but if that is, you see how malevolent our nature be, that you just get pleasure in making someone suffer. That waiting they sweet for body now to create pain. You see how this thing magnifies in all areas of our life. Say every day we call out the politicians for their inability to do what they should be doing because of the position we've put them in. But also fail to look the mirror and look into our lives. If those things won't be, because everybody they hypocrite. Everybody now hypocrite. Me, everybody with the practice am. You dey condemn the man act for the act when you do when nobody see you. But because person catch am, that make you dey condemn am. Whereas now wetin you dey do indoor, but nobody dey there when they see you. But you dey condemn the person because e dey show everybody don see am. I just hope the parents learn and know that they've made their mistakes, and this girl learn also that I have also made my mistakes, and may she not take anything when go make her soul gone forever. Because these mistakes when you make, so now you know determine how your next life will be to a point if you change your ways. So the parents needs to work on the girl. So that's my take on it. And I want to end with this today on this episode. Is I'm very impressed with the rate at which President Tinubu is trying his possible best to pay up bills, pay up loans, pay up money we may have borrowed from the World Bank, IMF, and every other country or wherever. And I've seen this. In as much as we can also criticize our president and call him out for things and where he is failing, I want to really tell you that this is really commendable at him trying his possible best to pay up our bills. Because the truth is, all those loans where Nigeria collect from World Bank, IMF, money, they are loans. I want us to understand the fact that they are loans, and loans get interest. And sometimes you get where you go pay interest 2 times, saying you go pay and go big pass the loan when you collect. Every money when IMF they give us, World Bank they give us, anybody they give us, that is not tied to aid, may not be aid, now loan, and that loan get interest. But why I'm interested in this that the federal government is doing, which is very commendable, is the federal government also should do the right thing. $3.4 billion for COVID relief loan when IMF give Nigeria during 2020, I think April 28, 2020. They should investigate how that money was spent, because there's a high chance. I can tell you that categorically, although I never dive into how the money was spent in terms of break and down in bits, but I can tell you that 70% of that fund not go into the right channel. It was very obvious because different states, when receive or several things they receive from the federal government, decide to keep up for warehouse. The people when they supposed to give these things to just make them get small booster, they not enjoy noodles inside warehouse. Nothing when we not see for inside warehouse. Every state head up, stock up food items, depriving the Nigerians, depriving the common man to receive the small thing when he's supposed to receive. So they should do a proper investigation, not just paying up loans, allowing these few people when use that period of suffering, that period of pandemic to enrich themselves, because people use it and make money. People use that to make money. If you want to break this down and say you want to really dig deep into this COVID-19 loans, when Nigeria collect $3.4 billion, then in 2020, our national budget in 2020 was approximately 10 trillion, and $3.4 billion is half of our national budget in 2020. And meaning Nigeria use 5 trillion. IMF and all the other money where competition are just money where they borrow from IMF. They do it. What did they use and do? So there should be an investigation. An investigative team should be. I don't understand. They'll just collect money, 3.4 billion. They'll just collect the money, they'll just use that. People just use the money, freebies, just chop the money, waka go, claim out, nothing. And people they suffer. And many Nigerians died of hunger, died of poverty, died of starvation. They never died of the COVID. COVID don't kill many people now for Nigeria. All those scores when they give, some of them are hype scores now. COVID don't kill people. COVID don't kill people for Nigeria. Hunger na keep people. Starvation na keep people for Nigeria during 2020. Because there are many, 70% of Nigerians they in per day, in and now as they work, now they get money. 70% of Nigerians. Do you know how many people no fit chop? You know how many people won't because of starvation? They not fit chop well. They not fit chop where their body, their immune system became weak. Small malaria when they get. Some malaria when they get, they don't feel treated, and that malaria and people hype this say be COVID, and those people they carry they go the place where they carry them go there. Those people get another sickness from another patient because they put all of them together, thinking that all of them get COVID. When BC majority of the people when they put for the COVID center are all people when get malaria and typhoid because they all have the same symptoms. But they don't expose them to other people when don't get bad diseases, and those diseases that kill them. This money should be investigated. Money used for the COVID should be investigated. The EFCC don't see this one to do. The ICPCs don't see this one to do that. Okay, this is what you do proper investigation on. That you set up a panel, you will dig deep and say, okay, in this administration, how did they use these funds that came in before we pay back? Let's understand. And you'll be amazed that if you check the loan that Nigeria collected in 2020 and you see the amount of interest they've paid from 2020 till now, the president have cleared it. It never passed the money when they borrow. So we cannot accept such from Nigerians. Very few people when go benefit from this one, share, do the money, claim out. No. President Tinubu need to prove himself out that he is different. He need to make us feel say he different. Although we feel say he not different. Although we know say he not different because checking out the people when surround them and the kind of things when you see they do, we know say he not different like that. But there are things you can do that will make Nigerians feel like, man, I think this guy is acting differently. I think there's a chance that he has girls for mind. And the way you want to, you can prove that. Because I don't talk on before, say, there are many ways to win the heart of Nigerians. It's just so simple. If you just look at Nigerians and settle them, 5 problems when you get, if you solve 2, Nigerians not going to send what you do again. Because how long do you want to enrich yourself? For the number of years where you want to stay. And how long do you think you're going to live? And what do you think is going to happen after all this money when you don't gather? Some of them don't even know the way to keep the money. Some of them don't know what to do because you don't even know anything before. So as the money come, you never can know anything again. You just do the thief because of other people the thief. Nobody really say you get anything you want to do with what you the thief. You just say, let me just get. How long do you gonna live? How long are you gonna live for? Which kind of weight did you say you want gather when you say your generation gonna need? You think that the funny thing one thing where I feel when they make me happy say Nigerian future feel bright. I don't know. Because sometimes when the system is bad, even if other types of innovations and technology come by, the system when bad goes slip into those areas and still corrupt those areas. Because it's very close. I don't think it's up to 10 years. Now the things when these Nigerians, when these politicians they catch this and be wealth, go be wealth again. I don't think it's up to 10 years. Because there was a time when the world were fighting for salt. Salt was the major reason why salt now be the gold at that time. When the world were fighting for the go war because the person when win want take the salt. Now salt they fight, but see what is salt beat now. How with the commonize salt, nobody if you attach value to salt again. A time will come when these things when they attach value to not go become waiting they attach value to. Far again. Electric cars don't there now. Electric cars don't there. Not far again. Young boys prefer to drive electric cars to get 1 or 2 electric cars. And it's inside developing world when we say the electric cars will be more favorable. Many people go into that. This is your fuel when they grab not one go not get value again. Enough they get value like that again now. You cannot compare the value of crude oil in the 80s to what it is now. The value they depreciate every day because people don't get other source of generating energy. People don't get other source to power other system. So they don't really depend on crude oil again. All this is go fall out. And things when you don't teach your children, what did you say go happen to them? Well, I will just call it a day for today. Follow us on all our social media platform. And just have a nice day. Peace out.
Yeah, instead it be them, let it be me. Since I will die, inevitably, then let it be, that it be said, when I am dead. Some other was free, some other was fed, some other not me, was able to see that long as we live inside of a country where no one is safe, we only evade, try to escape the imminent doom, but closer the date looms, it comes for all. If we must go, then at least, when we fall,